Hi, welcome back to the next part of our tutorial to make interior. Last time crashed my PC, so I don't know where we stand. I've made some things new. I don't know it was the version that you have there, so I tried. I gave them here. I have here only this white plastic, not the ceramic, but it's the same, so you can take that too. Good. We set them now all together, like in real. And then we look how it looks. So we take the first one that we made was that one, place them there, bring a little back that we see the others. Good. Then Shift D to duplicate and bring them there to the side. Step one. Then here there's the class for the front thing here. So we jump to it. We looked at it. Overlaps there. Okay. Then we get both and bring them in the middle. Good. Both, but sometimes nothing happens. Okay, no problem. Good. Then we take that here. We can place that here into that. Good. Then the classes be there in, so we set we can see them. They are here, and so we can mark all together and bring them in the middle. So here and all the make here some. Good. Then this needs to be there. That is the picture. Needs to be there. Should be a little bit rotated and set. So make that. But before we turn that. So then we place it here a little bit on the side and next, but at first we grab that at his position and bring all stuff to his position. That we have that correct then. Here's this part here that must be something like there. Oh, set. There is one behind. Yeah. Okay. So bring them back here, and that one there. That's okay. That one, yes. Then that here is there, and this one there. And now we can take them by the side. Then we see the three classes in the front. So they must be there. Now we need set again. Scale them a little down. And now we see we must put them more in front because of the plates that comes behind them. That are the plates. No, that are the plates. And now we can grab them and position them behind. Look from front and see in the high we have a prop, so we go here higher. So we have that. Then we look again. On the top thing is that here. So grab, scale down, and set to see where we are. And bring it here, the middle. Front view a little bit down. Good. That one should be stand there too. and in the middle. Good. That is done. That is the coffee cup that comes here beside. Oh, we've forgotten that thing there. We can join it together, I think. So it's better. Okay. Then what we have done, that is, yeah, the handheld there. So we have to scale them not. We make them shorter simply. Oh, we have two of them. Okay, now I see. Then with Shift D, we make a copy of that. And then we can handle that to a smaller one and position them here in the middle part. So we grab and position them there and there. And now top view to plug them on. We can now join that together as one. And here the same, we plug it on. And join them together as one. When we look from the top, we must find a line where we bring them all together, and that is for me the red line. So we will put all on the red line. So that means that and that should be after the red line, and on the on the wall there, sure. And the TV is in front of that. And there's two stereo mixers between down of them, and that stands on this part, so it must be there. That is down under, so it must be there. And this here we done with all this stuff in. Oh yeah, that is okay. So set, and then we mark all what is in that we get them with. So good. And bring that back to the wall. Same we did with that. Top view, bring it back to you. Good. Then we look again. So we have done that. This one here must a little bit longer than the other ones there because there's then something on and it comes more out. So because of that, we scale that here in Y to such like that. Remember that we have here two different class and another. So bring them to the wall back part and should fit normally. So with Alt D, make a copy of that and bring them beside. And again, Alt D to bring it once more to the side. So we got that. Good. That is good. That here should stand on it. So let's look top view and bring it on to. Same as with the phone. We place them there. And with the CDs, we bring them into. And this coffee cup needs to be on it. So here we place them. And what's that? Oh, that are the classes. That is the other one. Here we can go a little bit back. Then we have here this handheld there. That should be on the down part. So we grab it and position it there. Top view to place it on. Alt D to copy one time. Alt D second time. Good. Then these books and CDs and other stuff there. We must look where that is. That straight one should be there. With set, we can see to it and place it into. Yep. And this one was one beside and the other down there. So um, we grab it here and bring it in and on that, and that here is for the rest there, grabbing, positioning, top view, and bring it in. Good, we done that. Now here this all is to put in. That here is our glass bowl there. So we take that, complete, and put them down onto. So here, and W into it, such like that. So now I must look where that all stands there. I don't know that exactly. I think that one here was in the middle. I make it in the middle. So it can be a little bit deeper, middle, and top view, bring it there into the middle. Good. Then these two bottles there, grabbing should stand there, I think. A little bit deeper and surely into. See what happens when we don't work correctly and all have a little problems there. Good. Then this pot we get there too. Okay, top view and bring it into. Good. We have now set it all. Now we have only to look, is all right transportable where it should be, and the light, the materials, and we must get here some textures surely on it for the TV and his remote control there, and for the CD front parts there, and the audio things that stands here down in it. That here we should join together as the other. So that here must be a little bit more down, a bit more in the middle. That too. Okay, the CDs must much more on the down part there. Good. I think we have done it in the moment. We make a save And then we look here what we done. Yeah. That's okay. So we take a preview render here. hmm Light comes through it. That's good. Yeah, we can live with that. We make a little light in there, blue light, and then we see. But first, um, at first we want to make there the texture zone. That means we have this TV that is silver plastic. So we need here material silver plastic, and that we can make if we mix that diffuse color with a glossy shader. And you see here how that looks then. Uh, uh, a mix we need here, not a glossy, a mix shader, so that, and we mix them both together and bring it on the surface, and you see what we got there. When we go more to this side, we have more this glossy silver effect, and when we go more to the other side, we have a normally white effect there. We place here the silver material onto and add these two guys here too. So that was white glossy, and that is white glossy too. That's okay. That can stand a little bit more in this direction. That two a little bit more on it. Okay, good. The TV can all in all go a little bit back. Yeah, it's better. Good. And this TV has a TV screen, surely. And here we want to get a texture on it. So we mark that seam. And then we type U and unwrap from view bounce. And I make here screencast keys on. So, and we have now that place here, and there we want to have the TV picture. So TV picture. I've cutted them out of the scene here. You can do it with Photoshop or GIMP. So I can take here image texture, then open and give them, now that I have that in my folder where I put it all, this texture stuff. Now I must search where that is. Mm, mhm. There is it. And then I say assign and project from view bounds, and it is onto. Okay. Same we have to do with that remote control there. The middle face, and we call it remote texture. Remote texture, and assign it to this middle face, and go here to image, open, and insert it where I have it here. And we need an unwrap from project bounds, and we have then this yeah, remote controller. Then the next one was this picture need some stuff. I don't know what I have there, but let me see. That should be the white plastic too, and we need another here in the middle, and we call it picture. Picture. Oh, that was wrong. Okay, so we get them away. Oh, now that is all called other. That is bad. Good. Then we make a new one, call it picture 2, and we search for picture. So we look what we have. I think I put there something normal on it. Here some writings. Or look good. But only at the front face there. So pictures should be assigned only there. And we need to unwrap that from new bounds. And then that is all. Okay, file, save. These two TV recorders there we need. So we have here one that should have this silver plastic and plus the texture for this stereo thing there, audio texture one, and give them here that is into. So we bring it out. To see better, we make here mark seam on the shading. Then we get here this front face, only the front face, and say here audio texture 1 should be on it, and we need to unwrap that. So mark all in edit mode U and project from U bound. It stretches on the complete size of the face that you click there. So we go here and search the image texture and look for it. Here I have it. And so we have done the first one. Bring him back 1, 2. And the other one we take out and make the same with it. So mark seams, give them a basic material, that is the silver plastic. Then a second material, that is our audio texture 2, and that we want only on the front face, so we mark the front face, click on texture, assign it on this front face, mark all, U to unwrap U from bound, and then here we get that image and search the second one. There you can buy such textures on big platforms for pictures, and then you can use them. Good, we done that. File, save. We try a look. Yeah, that is good. But we must do a little bit about the caustics here. That are these fireflies, these little dots there. And we don't need that here anymore, so we can delete that. Good. Now we have to work on the lights and on the other stuff. So at first, we make there bottom, and we add a plane, scale, bring it down. That's the bottom. And then edit mode, and here the back line, the back edge. We extrude to have a wall. Now we have there more the look like a room. Good. Now we need here two textures on, so we have to mark seam that. So we go edit mode, mark seam on the shading. We need two materials. one material is called wall, the other one. So we have to go there and make plus another one, new, and we call it bottom. So we must put textures on it. In this case, we don't want to make it UV bounce texture that it fits into. We want self say how great it should be. And for that, we need texture coordinates. Add input texture coordinates. Add vector mapping. That is to get the scale, the position, and the location of the texture and change them. So then we surely need the texture itself. That is texture, an image texture. That's here. And vector to vector, connect that. And the color of our texture should be our diffuse material. And so we have here bottom. So I open here and go to my texture folder. I have it from textures.com. There you can get such textures. So I must search where that is. I have so much. So here we have bottoms. And now we must look. Oh, that's wood. Ground is wrong. So that tiles here can be good. So I put them on. So we must apply them to one of them. So ground is surely the down part there, this one. So we click at them and then U to unwrap normal and plug there the bottom material on. So you see now we have this texture there, but this texture isn't at the right way in the moment, and it is too great. So we have here rotation and we have scale here. So we make the scale at 3 and you see it goes bigger, so it's the wrong way. So we must increase it. So 0.3 and in epsilon 0.32. So you see it is smaller. Now that is in the wrong direction. You can make it here with the rotation, or when you go here and get here an UV image editor, you simply can, that is our completely face here, and you can rotate it here. Rotate 90, and you see that it is in the right direction. So you have many possibilities to do here such. You can give them glossy, that the gloss is only there where it should be. It should be having this place for the deepness there. We can all do that. Um, okay, we do it. Add a mixer. Then we mix that together with a glossy shader to get gloss on it. You see that it has no gloss in the moment. Now it have gloss, but it's too rough. That is tile, and tiles are lightened, so we give them a little roughness. And then we need some that manage that where it should be glossy and where not. And for that we take the color itself as a factor of the roughness of the glossy shade. And then you see it only shines there where it should shine. Then for that here we can use a Fresnel shader on it as a factor, but in a moment I let it and I take the color as a displacement too. So we have the deep there, but that is too much at starting point, so we need a math converter to get it slower, not so deep. And for that, we give them here a multiply and then give them a less word value than that, a point 3 or so. That is good for that. You ask you why should I do that? When you use that, that gives a depth, and the reflections are other because we have a depth there. So file save. And we now make here a preview. It's overlighted. Sure, we have a 7 value on the sun. That is too much because we're not in the outside. We are in a room. So we must handle that. Good. We have that wall that we've spoken about, and there we need the same thing as at the bottom. So we can go in the node editor, as that here, and can take here by clicking and shift. We can take the same things and control C to copy them. Now we'll go in the other material and control V to put it in, like you copy every time. We connect the surface and the displacement again and our diffuse color, but here we don't want to have a bottom material, we want to have a wall material, so we must change here this image texture. So we click on there and take a wall texture that I have here. There are different ones. I take that one. We don't see it because we haven't unwrapped that. So we must click that here, the front border, assign a material on it, and press U to unwrap that. That is unwrapped now, and you see it here bad because it is a very uh, fine texture. Yeah, you don't see that so hard. Okay, file save. Good. Then we have to do with the sun. The sun here in this case is the problem because we have a room, and in a room we have not the same like in outside. So we try to make them straight from down, from top to down, and at the side straight down. That is like a lamp. Good. Uh, then we have here in the world settings environment texture that we made. That is okay for now, for the moment. And we must look how the light now pops in that boxes and light them up. Then I have here under rendering experimental and GPU, not a CPU. And here we have a HD resolution, and we go to 100%. We give the format for the output should be a JPEG. It should be red, green, and blue. Yeah, and quality 100. That is okay. A render sample of 128 is enough for that. Then performance. I have 8 core, so you can make it by auto detect. That is okay. That is tiles render size, and I go here not on auto tile. I make it on 512 to 512. My GPU is strong enough for that. File save. Be careful with that. Believe on auto tile size when your graphic card is not that strong. Okay, so we go with 0 on numpad to the camera view. and we click on this here, then we have the camera itself. We rotate set, grab, press middle mouse button, grab and press middle mouse button and move the mouse back, then you can zoom out. And now 0 again on the numpad, you can jump out, and now we can handle them here a little bit. Rotation, bring it into half of them. 0 to go in this camera mode, and we see we can go a little bit down, that all is on it, and it is a little bit wrong rotated here, not correct. So with N, you can see here the rotation scale, and I think it must be the y-axis. That should be 0. Yeah, better. Now it is straight one. With N again, you can hide it. 0 to jump back, and we see we have to make it greater scale X. Yeah. So we have that. File, save, and we take a look at it. Render. That looks good. When you render that with good samples and a good setting, that will be look good. So what we have forgotten, I must look. Clamp is okay, geometry is okay, light path. Yeah, at light path you can deactivate the caustics, reflect the caustics that you can make out, then you have less fireflies there. And we have to do at the sun, the sun. There's the outliner where I made that here. I go out of the camera mode, click here, the camera, the sun, and there max bounces. That means the light bounces against the wall, then he bounces there and there and there and there, and then you get fireflies. So make it to 0 and it bounces nothing. That is a diffuse shadow that we have here, and we want a sharper shadow, so we go in here and make it less to 003 or something. That must be good. File, save. Should be white light, that is okay. And 7, I don't know. We go to 4 in a moment and try it again. Yeah, looks good, but this wall texture there is too great, so I click on it. Then I have here our node editor, and I can change it to 0.1, and here 0.1 from size. That is better, and the depth is too much, I think, so you can make here a 0003. That can be better. And we see the lamp is too high, and it is better when we have light in here in the boxes. So we go out, front view, and put there some light sources. So add lamp, point lamp. That's like, you know it from yeah, your lamps. It's a normal thing. So we take there 3, I think, because we have 3 things in there. So we take 1, Alt D, make a copy of that, Alt D, make a copy of that, and Alt D and place it there and there and there. So we add light in there. The same I would prefer for the down parts, so that we have there something in, and there, and there. Good. For that we have here other values, but the the result is the same. So we make here 0, make here hard um, shadows, and now we look how that looks. It don't looks very good because that is a less value. We take here 5000. It don't comes through the class material. That is the problem. So that we must change the class material. The class is a black class, a white class, yeah, and have zero roughness, but the light path doesn't allow the light to fall out there. So we add input light path. There we can say what he shouldn't show. So we add a shader, a mix shader, and we don't want that he shows that the class itself has a shadow because it is transparent. So we don't need their shadow. So we take the light part and take it as a factor and take then their transparent shader and put them onto. So we say light can be fall through it without throwing a shadow. So file save. We render again. Good, but not real good. So we must lighten up there. We have another chance to do that when we get here our back face of them. Back face, back face, back face. Good. We can give them this white material or give them another material plus new. We name it light. And we can give them here an emission so that it close. And when we now render, we should see more. We go here higher from this value. So we get a 7 or something. It doesn't go through. I don't know why. I must grab that in the Y a little to see. No, okay. Must try that is in front. I must be sure of that. Oh, haven't I applied that? Can that be possible? We have that here. Yeah, we must sign that. That was the failure on it. Okay, so we render again. It's light to the back, but not to the front. That is very funny. Yeah, funny stuff there. So I go into that and take the front out. Oops, what's that? That is build it together or what? So get that out. Oh, it's connected. I don't know why, but it is connected. That can be the problem. So Shift D, we take the front itself and we see, oh, we have there another one. So we delete that one and we delete here the whole front shit there. I don't like it anymore. And that phase 2 and that phase 2. So now it's open and we have here our class. So we extrude it a little and give them solidify on it. That must be enough. Good. Now we plug that back into. Wow. And again, we struggle with it, but we tried. And we don't give up. Never. So we bring it back into, and we look on the live render. And yeah, it throws light out. So we got it. We have to search our lamps there. Yeah, something that is really spooky. We go here back to 100 or maybe 1. Ah, that isn't isn't that. That is the back face we need on that. Yeah, that is here. Yeah, so we have the back face of that and can say here 1. Yeah, uh, or less or more of that. And I think we can give them a light blue touch. That is that. Yeah, that's good. And make the same here with the down part there. That can be good also. So we take the back of it, if it has a back. I don't know that. What we done there? No, it hasn't one. That is bad. So we have to do there one. That means we have to close that here. F to close, and here F to close. And these faces should have the same emitting light on it, and same as here, light sign. Okay, so we go back to render mode. Yeah, and it's lighten up, it throws shadow. That is good. So we have that, but I think the sun is lightening it too much. So we go here back to our sun and give them a smaller one like 2 or 1. Okay. Then we take here our world settings and go here a little bit higher. So we get more light in the complete scene. That's good for that. So oh, in the middle we need 1, 2. I see a light. So yeah, we'll make that file, save, and do here the same as at the other ones. We go into it and wireframe, and look that we have there a backside. Hope we have one, but it doesn't look so. Okay, so we build there one from this point to that point and close with that, and then give that plus the light and assign it. Okay, so we go back to render mode. Yeah, all is light and all is there. That is good. It looks fine. Very funny. So back to material mode, file, save, and make a render of that all. That is shown in this UV sphere, yeah, UV window, and you see he renders that correctly. And I will end with that. But you should play around a little with the light sources and to get the light in, and with the shadows maybe you can play around that it looks more real for that. But all in all, that is what we seen at the picture that we want to do in this tutorial, and we have all these things there, and because of that, that is what we wanted to do, and we've done it. So wish you much fun with it, and we see then in our next tutorial. When that is rendered, you can surely save that rendered picture that is here under the image of the UV window there. And here you see it's on 90% to render. And when it has 100, then we can say here image, save as image, give them a name. I call it interieur 2, and it's a JPEG that you can handle here in the quality and where it should be saved and so on. Save as image. That is saved. I have done my thing. You can play around a little and get their other effects. So see you in the next tutorial. Bye.